66 million years ago, Earth was a completely different world. It was a green paradise ruled by reptiles. For nearly 180 million years, dinosaurs dominated every part of this planet. From plains to jungles, from mountains to deserts, they built an unmatched empire. They were powerful, they were diverse, they were unstoppable. It seemed like their rule would last forever. But in the vast universe, even the greatest empires can fall. This is the complete story of the rise and fall of the dinosaurs. About 66 million years ago, Earth was a completely different world. It was a green paradise dominated by reptiles. For nearly 180 million years, an incredible group of creatures known as dinosaurs established their unmatched empire across the planet. From plains to jungles, from mountains to deserts, they ruled everywhere without competition. They were the ultimate creation of nature. In size, in power, and in adaptability, they were unmatched. Some were as massive as mountains, while others were as small as birds. Some were deadly predators, while others were peaceful herbivores. It seemed that their rule would continue forever. But compared to the vastness of the universe, any empire on Earth is insignificant. At a time when life on Earth was at its peak, a silent killer was approaching from the endless void of space. A massive asteroid, larger than Mount Everest, about 10 to 15 kilometers wide, was racing toward Earth at a speed of more than 20 kilometers per second. As it entered Earth's atmosphere, it turned into a blazing fireball. Its brightness was thousands of times greater than the sun. On that day, the last dinosaurs roaming the Earth might have looked up at the sky and seen what appeared to be a second sunrise. But it was not a sunrise. It was a cosmic death sentence. Within moments, the asteroid struck near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. With a force greater than billions of nuclear bombs combined, the entire Earth shook violently. In a single moment, millions of years of evolution began moving toward extinction. How did these incredible creatures rise in the first place? What evolutionary advantages made them the rulers of Earth? And what exactly happened on that terrible day that destroyed their empire? From the very first spark of life to the rise of dinosaurs and their tragic fall, this is the full story. Scientists believe that life began around 4 billion years ago, deep in the oceans. For millions of years, life existed only in microscopic forms. But around 540 million years ago, during the Cambrian period, an incredible explosion of life occurred. The oceans became filled with diverse forms of life. Gradually, plants and then animals moved onto land. Amphibians were the first vertebrates to live on land, but they still depended on water for reproduction. This dependence was removed by one of evolution's most important inventions, the amniotic egg. This egg protected the embryo from dry environments and allowed reptiles to spread across the land and live fully terrestrial lives. From these reptiles, during the Permian period, around 300 to 250 million years ago, a group called synapsids became dominant. These were not dinosaurs, but distant ancestors of modern mammals. At that time, they ruled the Earth. But around 252 million years ago, the most devastating extinction in Earth's history occurred. The Permian Triassic extinction. Massive volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia released enormous amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. As a result, global temperatures rose drastically. Oceans lost oxygen. Acid rain destroyed plant life. Around 96% of marine species and 70% of land vertebrates went extinct. Earth nearly became a lifeless planet. This extinction almost wiped out the dominant synapsids, but in nature, every destruction creates new opportunities. This extinction reset the ecosystem and opened the door for a new group to rise, the archosaurs, also known as the ruling reptiles. From this group, dinosaurs would eventually emerge. After this extinction, Earth entered the Triassic period, a harsh and difficult world. The supercontinent Pangaea was still intact, and much of the land was dry desert. Life had to struggle to survive. During this time, Archosaurs split into two main branches. One branch led to crocodile-like reptiles, and the other led to bird-line reptiles, from which pterosaurs and dinosaurs evolved. During the Triassic period, dinosaurs were not the dominant species. The ecosystem was controlled by other large reptiles. Under their shadow, around 230 million years ago, the first true dinosaurs appeared in what is now Argentina. So how did dinosaurs rise from such humble beginnings? The answer lies in their unique evolutionary adaptations. So how did dinosaurs rise from such humble beginnings? The answer lies in their unique evolutionary adaptations. So how did dinosaurs rise from such humble beginnings? The answer lies in their unique evolutionary adaptations. They could move faster and use less energy compared to their competitors. Second, their respiratory system was highly efficient. Evidence suggests they had air sacs similar to modern birds, allowing a continuous flow of oxygen. Third, their metabolism was likely higher than typical reptiles. These advantages allowed early dinosaurs to survive and adapt. Then, around 201 million years ago, another extinction event occurred, the Triassic-Jurassic extinction. This event wiped out many of their competitors, but dinosaurs survived. This was their turning point. With competitors gone, dinosaurs rapidly diversified and spread across the planet. The age of dinosaurs had begun. For the next 140 million years, during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, dinosaurs ruled the Earth. Some became the largest land animals in history. Massive herbivores like Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus dominated the land. Predators like Allosaurus hunted them. Later, during the Cretaceous period, dinosaurs reached their peak diversity. Famous dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, and Velociraptor appeared. Ecosystems became highly complex and balanced. It seemed nothing could stop them. But they were wrong. Because from space, their end was already on its way.